Muy buenos días a todos. Gracias por estar aquí.
Aquí, por favor.
Una acá, por favor.
Un saludito, Álvaro, por favor.
Aquí. Otro aquí, por favor.
Bienvenido
Muchas gracias.
Álvaro, aquí uno, por favor.
Aquí está la primera, aquí a la izquierda, por favor, Álvaro. Allá.
Un saludo aquí, Álvaro, por favor.
Paneando, de este lado.
Él ya había pasado por aquí.
¿Qué ofrece, Álvaro? Aquí al frente, Álvaro, ya me dice, aquí arriba, arriba. Una acá, Álvaro, por favor. In front of you.
Welcome.
Come here.
Here, do that.
Please come out, please.
No, in the left, please.
One more here.
Welcome to Mexico.
Yes, please. Position me, please.
Here, please.
Go. Excuse
Here, please.
me, aquí, please.
Here, please.
In front of you, please.
For this camera, please. Okay. Well, here, please. Finish.
Here,
Thank
please.
you.
For the left. Left.
Here, thank you.
Both
Ball here. One more here. Okay. One more here, please.
Preguntar en inglés y que responda en español.
También.
Sweeney, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask in English and then he's gonna answer in Spanish. But I'll make sure you sort of know what's going on. Alright. So I would like to start with first of welcome to Mexico. Thank you for being here. Bienvenidos a Mexico. As you probably know now, we love you here. You probably noticed going to, probablemente te diste cuenta yendo a Bellas Artes.
Bien, sí, obviamente.
Y Sweeney, I read that the director Michael Mohan said that this was an instant classic when he first read the script. So this is a question for both of you. What do you think is what makes this film a classic, and what horror elements did you get to squeeze in that you were really looking forward to take your hands on?
My main and biggest request was to be drenched in blood by the end of the movie. So that was my main ask for the film. I think that there's so many elements in it that make it hopefully an instant classic. I mean, it's cinematic, it's beautifully shot. We had an amazing DP, Elijah Christian. Alvaro's absolutely incredible in it. I'm so thankful for you to be in this film with me. And just we pulled a lot from like 70s horror films, so like the jump scares and different elements throughout the film that we kind of wanted to bring back the nostalgia of horror in this iteration. Alvaro?
Well, I think it's it drinks from the classic horror movies from the 70s and the beginning of the 80s, but it also has a twist, a modern, necessary twist. But I think it's very important nowadays.
Todo bien.
¿Todo bien? Sí?
También.
Okay. So yeah, I think it has a perfect balance in terms of, between the classic, basis movie and a modern one, yeah.
Muy bien, vamos a empezar con las preguntas. ¿Quién tiene la pregunta número 1? Allá atrás, ok. ¿Cómo te llamas?
I'm Luis from Ibero 1949. For Sydney, thank you for being here.
Well, thank you.
We love you.
I told you.
So my question is, how did you prepare to portray the emotional and spiritual complexity of Cecilia? And what challenges did you encounter when exploring the darker aspects of her journey?
So I have this process for each one of my characters where I build out their entire life story and their backstory in these books. And I create their timelines, their memories, their relationships, everything, so that it enables me to just kind of jump into this character's mind and not have to plan or think it out. Like I know how that person's going to move or feel or react to something because I know who this person is. For Cecilia, I did that, and it just was such an amazing journey watching her grow on screen, because she becomes such an active, strong character, and you don't expect that because she's so, in the beginning, innocent and naive almost. And some of the hardest stuff was actually more of the technical parts, where when we were running in the field or in the catacombs, just because it was more time-consuming and technical than anything.
Álvaro, ¿qué pasó cuando te pusiste esta sotana? ¿Cambió tu forma de pararte, de verte a ti mismo?
Bueno, yo debo decir que Francesca, la estilista que hizo el vestuario, hizo un trabajo absolutamente impresionante, y a mí, imagino que como a cualquier actor, me ayuda mucho vestir al personaje, y Francesca me ayudó mucho en ese sentido. Me puso una sotana y fue capaz de confeccionar una sotana que era casi sexy, incluso. Es como, wow, venga, vamos a ello.
Confirmo.
Y sí que es verdad que bueno, que saltas al personaje desde un punto de vista, bueno, para mí fue como casi saltar al vacío, porque a mí me llama Sidney, me llaman de la producción, y empiezo a grabar la película en muy poco tiempo. Yo, a la semana después de recibir aquella llamada, ya estaba en Italia y estaba grabando la película. Y saltar dentro del personaje del padre Tedeschi fue como una especie de salto al vacío, pero la verdad es que estuve muy bien rodeado por todo el equipo. Allí en Italia, debo decir que siendo español, trabajar en Italia es casi como trabajar en casa, y fue la verdad es que como, bueno, relativamente sencillo meterme en el personaje de esa forma.
Sí, we were talking about when he first put on this costume, and he said it's almost sexy. I think that sums it up. You don't need to know anything else.
His voice even.
Yeah. Vámonos con la siguiente pregunta, la pregunta número 2. Aquí estás, muy bien.
My question is for you, for both of you. In this film, your character is a determined and a strong woman, but at the same time, she is a woman of faith. How important is for you for both of you, to choose projects that empowers women, but at the same time, they are authentic to their beliefs?
Authentic to their beliefs.
I think it's, for me, I always am drawn to characters and stories that have either characters that you can't trust, or they have an emotional battle that they are dealing with within, that they might discover something new about themselves, and it's or a character that it's hard to like and hurt, and you have to find empathy for that character. So for Cecilia, I loved this challenge that she went on, because she believed something so much, and she was challenging her own faith. And it's really interesting to uncover the different layers to what happens to a person when what she believes in so much starts to fall apart.
Yo, for me, I have to say, first of all, that I don't like to watch horror movies at all. I love to do them, but when I got the script, it's like, oh, come on, a horror movie, really? And I read it. And reading it, I have to say that I had a lot of fun. But the main thing was that I realized that the movie wasn't just an entertaining movie. It was also putting on the table a few themes that I think it's completely necessary nowadays to talk about them. In terms of feminism, in terms of, in this convent, you know, it's a world full of women controlled by just one man. You know, the man controlling a woman's body, motherhood. I mean, there were many things that interested me a lot to be part of this project. Not just doing a production, a movie, whatever, but I believe that it was, you know, it's not exactly a movie just about that, you know, it's not the main thing in the movie, I think. But it's so nice that you can get out of the theater when you finish the movie and you have tools to get a proper conversation, you know, about important things nowadays. And, you know, maybe not all of them, but most of them are related to women. Yeah.
Thank you.
Ahora me da curiosidad saber cómo viste esta película, cómo la vieron juntos. ¿La viste? Importante.
No, yo no. Que sí, que sí que la he visto.
La pudiste haber visto así. Maybe he watched it like this, because now that we know.
Sí la he visto y me lo he pasado, debo decir, muy bien.
Muy bien, vamos con la pregunta número 3. Sí. Muy bien. Aquí está el micrófono detrás de ti.
Hello, my name is Rafael Rincón. I'm from Todo Sobre Cine, and I want to ask to Sydney, as an actress and as a producer, you are very focused on choosing the projects you want to develop or get involved in, as you did with Immaculate. Which advices would you give for new students or filmmakers to create a similar path as you have done?
Don't take the answer no. Because I auditioned for this movie 10 years ago. They didn't make it, I didn't get it. And I could have taken that and just let it disappear and go, but I knew that I really wanted it and I wanted to make it, and so I pushed through any barriers and just made it happen. I mean, it's a lot of work. It's not as easy as just that. It was 10 years of trying to put the puzzle pieces together, get the script, get the right team, financing, locations, actors, everything. But you can do it if you set your mind to it.
Thank you very much.
Ahí está el consejo de Sidney Sweeney. No acepten que les digan que no. Así que la siguiente pregunta. ¿Dónde estás? Allá. Pregunta número 4.
Hello, my name is Andrea from Cine Premier, and my question goes to Alvaro. What scene was the most difficult to shoot for you, and was it complicated to manage the character's emotions given his circumstances?
Well, I have to say, really, that it wasn't. I don't remember any special difficult scene to shoot, like, because we had a lot of fun. We enjoyed it very much, shooting the movie. And maybe there was this kind of special day when we were shooting in the catacombs. And, it was weird because it was a real catacomb full of human bones. And we had to get out of that place every 45 minutes because the air was kind of getting contaminated or something like that. So it was kind of dangerous for your health. So we had to be going in and out of the place. And I remember that scene that day, like a very kind of, not difficult, but kind of creepy, special day. I would say that day.
Guys, I have to ask you, there are many scenes here where you're obviously acting or reacting to things that are not there. What do you do in your daily lives to keep your imagination going and train just to jump on set and do that?
I read a lot. I think reading's really important.
I don't know. It's a question of just, being alive when you're on the set. It's a good thing.
I hope so.
Existir, básicamente. Existir.
Sí.
Okay, muy bien. Siguiente pregunta. Perdón que lo señale, pero es para que los encuentren rápidamente.
Hi guys, this is Araceli Garcia. I'm from the Universal. Congratulations, this is a great movie. You kind of answered this question, Alvaro, but you can maybe elaborate a little bit more. As an actor, what challenges does a horror film like this represent, and what drew you to the character?
And what?
What drew you to the character?
Me lo dices en castellano que no te entiendo, perdón.
¿Qué te atrajo al personaje? ¿Sí?
Me vais a disculpar, pero sigo sin entenderlo.
¿Qué te llamó la atención del personaje?
No acabo de entender.
¿Qué te atrajo del personaje?
Bueno, vale.
¿Sí lo dije bien?
Pues bueno, los retos a los que te encuentras es encontrar un personaje al que puedas darle un arco interesante desde el principio hasta el final de lo que es la historia. Efectivamente te basas en el guión, en lo que está escrito, pero hablando con Michael Mohan, que es el director, me permitió aportar una serie de cosas que a mí me interesaban dentro del padre Tedeschi, y fue muy cómodo trabajar con él porque sí que pudimos pulir más todo ese arco de personaje. Para mí el gran reto era enfrentarme a un personaje que arranca la película diciendo que él empezó su carrera dentro del mundo de las ciencias y que luego hay un momento en el que encuentra el mundo de la fe. Y claro, eso ya de entrada te da un abanico muy amplio, de colores muy distintos para poder experimentar dentro del personaje. Para mí lo que hacía avanzar al personaje, sobre todo, era encontrar el punto medio entre esos dos mundos para que desde ahí partiera el motor que lleva el padre Tedeschi hacia adelante a lo largo de toda la película. Fue un poco también complicado, pero es muy gratificante también trabajar en esa dirección, cuando tienes que dejar al personaje en un punto de equilibrio muy fino, en el que no sabes si puedes confiar en él o si has de desconfiar de él, no sabes si te está diciendo una verdad, si te está diciendo una mentira, si quieres controlarte. Los personajes que tiene a su alrededor tienen que entrar también en ese punto de equilibrio, y eres tú junto al director el que eres el responsable de crear esa estructura narrativa desde el personaje. Y sí, yo creo que ese fue el punto más difícil de encontrar al padre de Tedeschi sobre todas las cosas.
Sydney, are you getting this? Do you want me to translate?
You know, I'm picking up a few words every so often.
You probably heard me
It's
say
a lot of hard work.
You guys are amazing. And actually, I do have a question for you, because I feel like these characters have such a peculiar lifestyle, you know, like being a nun, being a priest. What was the most interesting thing you found out about that, about how they live and what they do and the practices they have?
Well, this was a very specific convent because it wasn't, I've always looked at it where it's separate from the church, and so they don't follow every step of the way or every rule that a normal nun or a normal priest would have. But for Cecilia, I mean, for her, especially when she comes to a convent in a different country, there were so many new moments that she had to experience, whether it was chopping a chicken's head off or taking care of the elderly nuns. And I never knew that there was so much caregiving that went into it, and that was really interesting.
Yeah, in my case, it was like, if I look at Frau Tedeschi, it's like he doesn't look like a real priest, like being there the whole time and taking care of the convent. He's always in the shadows, and you never know what is he doing exactly. So that allowed me to be kind of separated from a church life, you know.
Okay, es interesante esto. It's very interesting what you're saying. I didn't think about that. La pregunta número 6 está por aquí. Allá atrás.
Hi, my name is Daniela from Studio BFM, and for both of you, in the movie the locations are stunning, but at the same time they are kind of eerie. So were there any spooky anecdotes that occurred during filming? Thank you.
Spooky.
Like Alvaro has been saying, it was so much fun, but the locations they definitely lent a hand to the atmosphere of the film. And Villa Parisi that we filmed in, beautiful, absolutely stunning. The murals on the walls, hundreds and hundreds of years old, but there's no electricity. So if we weren't filming in a certain room at night, the rest of the villa was pitch black. And walking through that villa at night, and you see the eyes on the walls follow you as you walk, it does get a little eerie. And then
It was me, I'm sorry.
In the shadows.
yeah, no. So all the locations did lend a hand to that. The catacombs, though, those were.
Yeah, but the feeling was all the time like, I feel so lucky that I'm surrounded by people.
Yes.
Muy bien, la siguiente pregunta está por aquí, la número 7. Allá. ¿El micrófono? Allá. Allá. Atrás de ti el micrófono.
Hi, my name is Joanna Ramirez. This question is for both. Which elements of the Immaculate storyline storyline do you think will resonate most with the audience, and what makes them particularly impactful? Thank you.
It's clear for me.
Which one's for you?
I mean, the end of the movie,
Yeah.
the very end scene in the movie, the final scene, I think it's like, I mean, you cannot forget it when you get out of the theater. I mean, it's so shocking. Of course, there are all things in the movie that you're going to remember, but that last scene, I think is something. I don't know if you've seen the movie already, but so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that last scene, I think, will stick with some people. I think there's going to be different themes for everybody. I think that there's going to be different messages that people take away from the film, whether they just take away the fun it was and the scares they had, or what they might perceive the ending to be, or the messages throughout. I think that's what's exciting, is to hear the conversation surrounding it.
And talking about that scene, I feel like what it does is that it allows you as an audience member to, picture whatever you want to picture. But I have a question. You don't have to give much away. Do you know how that looked like? If you have an answer, don't describe it. I just want to know if you were given directions on what that looked like.
So we actually had something created.
Okay.
But I will never say what it is. And in my own mind, I had an idea of what Cecilia pictured. But a fun fact about that scene is what you guys see is the first take. Yeah.
What a performance, girl. That's crazy. Muy bien, siguiente pregunta. Acá, pregunta número 8.
Hello, my name is Carlos Dominguez. It's a pleasure to meet you. My question is for both. What was the most challenging part of portraying your character in an horror film, and how did you prepare for it?
Try not to laugh as much. We were having so much fun.
So complicated.
No, seriously, they were supposed to be screaming and crying.
I'm remembering things that I cannot talk about, so it's complicated to answer this question. But yeah, definitely, we had really. Sometimes it's something that you say in every movie you do, but we were laughing a lot. Maybe I was saying yesterday in other interviews, maybe because of the fact that it's a horror movie. It's like you, at least I approach to the project in maybe to get the balance in a completely opposite way or feeling. If I'm gonna make a horror movie, I need to have fun, and I'm going to the set every day like making jokes continuously and trying to conform kind of a good environment to make it easy. It's a hard thing to make a movie, and if you enjoy what you do, it's always going to be better in terms of quality. So we're always trying to, make people feel comfortable. It's easy with Italian people because they have a huge sense of humor, and we were just, having fun a lot of, I would say, the whole time in the movie.
Do you realize that as you were having fun, we were having horror dreams after watching this film?
Yeah, but that's the point. If you do something which is completely fake,
We were laughing because we were like, we're gonna scare them.
I could tell. Muy bien, la siguiente pregunta, la pregunta número 9, por allá.
Oh dear.
What? Okay. Tell me you're coming from the
Is this
Vatican.
real?
Yes.
You watched it?
Yes. I love it so much.
Oh. Is this a costume or is this real?
No, it's a costume. It's a costume.
We're gonna be blessed.
It's a cosplay, yes.
He's bluffing.
I love so much the film.
It's
That's
a bad
very
person.
beautiful. This question is for both of you. There has been a lot of controversy with the film release about the conservative audience, especially with the ending and the image of Jesus in the film. What was the process of releasing the film like, regardless of the comments that its audience might make?
What is the process of the, I'm sorry.
What was the process of releasing this film, like, regardless of the comments that a conservative audience might make to you?
I mean, personally, I love making a film that makes people want to speak and have different opinions. Not everybody's going to agree. That's okay.
I would say that, you know that you as a priest will understand this. We've done a movie not about the church, not about religion. We've done a movie about a specific story that happens to a very specific girl in a very specific convent.
Yes.
So if anyone has get offended or something, personally I say I'm so sorry about that. It wasn't our intention. But the movie is not about that.
Truthfully, the movie was actually originally set in Ireland and a all-girl boarding school. So it was more of just when I was finally able to read the script 10 years later, didn't make sense for me to be in high school anymore. So we changed the entire location and the environment, and for Cecilia's story, just that setting lent a hand to being able to add production value to the project.
You said it was set in Ireland?
Yeah.
We missed the Scotch scene. You're pregnant! Cheers!
Okay.
Antes de que te sientes, no sé si de sacerdotes se quieran dar una bendición.
Ay, ay,
Thank you. I'm allowed back in.
You're gonna do great in Mexico. Siguiente pregunta.
Acá.
¿Estás allá? Número 10. Por allá.
Hi guys.
Another priest.
Another place? No.
Hi guys, nice to meet you. I'm Eric from Popcorn Show, and there's something creepy in the religion always. What do you consider the most terrific aspect with the religion?
Wow. The religion.
Okay, I go for it.
Estaba esperando así.
You know that I'm from Spain.
Yeah.
I grew up in a small. Yeah, I know I look like Canadian, but I'm Spanish. And I grew up in a small village in the south of Spain, in Andalusia. Gorgeous place, and we had this Semana Santa, as you know, and we have all these parades with all these beautiful images. People from all around the world are coming to Spain to see this expression of art. But it's a creepy thing. I mean, it's kind of dark. It was done centuries ago, I believe, with a purpose, with a message to the people, and they were very related to the suffering of Christ. So if you suffer, you get close to the image of Jesus and all this stuff. You know, when you are 7, 8 years old and you go to the street and you see those dark things, it's so terrifying. So the image, the iconography, it's already there. It's already connected. We didn't invent it, create anything new. It was already there. And there's another thing that I think that connects the religion with horror movies, which is, I was actually yesterday talking about that, which is the conception of the faith itself which means that you believe in something that you don't know for real, if it's true or not, you know. Empirically, it's not demonstrated the existence of God, but you believe in God. So, in a way, you believe in the unknown. And it's a mechanism that it used to be used in a horror movie, you know? That thing that you don't control, that thing that you don't really know, it's something that kind of scares you. So I think it's perfectly connected. It's a wonderful universe to jump into it to tell a horror movie.
Okay.
When I was reading the script for the very first time, 10 years ago, the part that scared me the most was the idea that someone could be as mad as Father Tedeschi and think that they could take DNA from an artifact and try and create what they think will save the world. Will say that will like destroy it. And that is what always stuck with me, was the idea of us idolizing different things and being mad enough to try and recreate it.
Okay, thank you.